Gibson.
Not a very tough country, Canada. They got an army, they just didn't give them guns or anything. Look at the Canadian flag, it's not a symbol of power. It's a leaf. Don't screw with Canada. We'll dry up and blow away. Yet somehow they're the peacekeepers of the world. Big war breaks out, Canada shows up, stands right in the middle. Break it up, fellas. We brought maple syrup for everybody.
Yeah.
Canada should just attack.
I'm gonna get me some waffles. I want to eat some waffles this weekend. I need to find me a round waffle iron like the ones they got at Waffle House. Chapman. Hello. Hello. Give me one of them round waffle irons. I don't like the square waffles. I don't like them. What do they call them? Belgian waffles? Bullshit.
Back another country. Man, no one would see that coming. Greatest coup in military history. Lay low for 275 years. Suddenly attack Turkey. Just show up. To hell with you. We're taking it. And we're calling it chicken, you assholes. Turkey, what the hell kind of name is that for a country? We're moving on Chile next. Canada attacked the 4 major food groups today.
That ain't funny. Ian Carroll.
But then you get into the people that are like, the whole world's a stage, trust the plan, Q's in control, and it's like, whoa, dude, calm down.
Yeah, you've gone too far. Well, then when you see that documentary on Q, you realize what kind of people you're dealing with.
Which documentary?
Did you see
the
Into
one
the
that had the
Storm?
really cool like
HBO
Q
one?
thing? Yeah, but I don't like trust a documentary like that either, because like HBO is like, that's the definition of mainstream media. So I try to stay somewhere in the middle of that.
That is true, but I think
right?
HBO let this guy uncover this story accurately. I think
I believe it.
I had him in.
I'm
and
pretty
he
sure that
explained it.
I'm pretty sure that I did see the documentary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a multi-part, and it shows all the people that were involved in it, and it kind of highlights a guy who seems to be Q, who is like kind of an internet shit poster, fucking around, and when 4chan was in its heyday, back when all that shit was going down, like it's ripe for that kind of nonsense.
Oh yeah, perfect fertile ground for that kind of controlled reverse opposition, whatever bullshit psyops. And that's where, for me, the bottom line is, can I corroborate it with primary sources? And Q is the definition of no. Of course I can't.
Right.
It's like, what is it? A time traveler that's coming back that's telling us how to save the world or something? Like, I don't understand.
Future proves past. We'll see. Hey, get one message, Elon Musk. What do you do? What's that guy's dog, man?
Watch out, Zach. She's going to spin over. There's the doggy. How was that ride? That's a first. Said, Dad, I didn't get the squirrel. What happened to the squirrel, baby? The squirrel got away.
There's one of them dogs is like mummified inside the tree. I remember seeing that one. OnlyFans girl and her mother get pregnant at the same time by the same YouTuber. Hey, ain't that nice? Bunch of whores.
Proclamation that proclaims March
Woman
2025
History
as
Month
Women's
is a March. You can
History
march your
Month.
ass right in the kitchen is what you can do, girl.
in honor of all the wonderful women in your administration, all the wonderful women in America, and in honor of everything you've done for women and this administration has done for women in just a month and a half. So
Yeah, we've done a lot. And women have done a lot for us, right? This is an honor. We have a wonderful woman here, Maria Bartiromo.
Thank you so much.
Nice to have you, Maria.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. And thanks for all that you're doing for women.
Thank you. She's going to do an interview of me later. Maybe I shouldn't do this interview. I should be like Biden, not do any interviews. That's great.
the first of which is a proclamation that proclaims March 2025 as Women's History Month in honor of all the wonderful women in your administration, all the wonderful women.
Somebody said that they're reporting that Lindsey Graham was paying for sex with gay people. Pentagon cannot account for $6 billion in Ukraine. Lindsey Graham included $48 billion in aid for Ukraine and spending bill moving through the Senate. Yeah, vetoed that bill. We don't need to be sending no more money over there.
Is MSDNC, which is the worst. And the good news is very few people watch them anymore. They have lost such credibility. And frankly, what Nicole Wallace said, I've never been a fan of hers, and she's not very talented. But I'll tell you, what she said the other day about that young man is disgraceful. She should be forced to resign. And Rachel Maddow should be forced to resign. Nobody watches her anyway. I don't know if it's not possible they pay her as much money as I hear, but certainly she's lost all credibility, both of them. But what they said the other day, they should be forced to resign about that young person who is suffering greatly. Worse than CNN is MSDNC, which is the worst. And the good news is very few people watch them anymore. They have lost such credibility. And frankly, what Nicole Wallace said, I've never been a fan of.
Across this documentary on Rumble called The Occupation of the American Mind, which is a very well put together documentary that is mostly Jewish people speaking about the history of Israel and about how they realized in the 80s when there was this specific operation where they wound up bombing this refugee camp called Sabra and Shatila, or a refugee camp in a place called Sabra and Shatila. And there was other bombing, like atrocity. It was like, I guess it was a massacre, it wasn't a bombing. And it was the first time where Western journalists had taken video cameras over there, and video feed were coming back of the conflict of what was happening. And American sentiment turned really harshly against Israel in the 80s there. And they realized we don't need to win just the kinetic war. We need to win the ideological war on the global scale. Because if we don't win that ideological war, the whole world will turn against us and call us a colonial project, which I would argue they kind of are, but that's not the point here. And I don't mean to say I'm necessarily right about my perspective on that. But that's when they switched to a propaganda war, and they started targeting the United States with propaganda. And they hired the world's top propagandists to teach Israelis and Israeli military officials and government officials how to communicate with the West and how to propagandize the West so that we would remain in the dark a little bit. That's why we have this veil and this.
Pretty good. What you up to?
Not much. Looking for a dump site. Boss, I got good dirt, and it's not too far from you. Dano Lee Highway. How much you want for load? I mean, to dump away. It's good dirt, man.
Yeah, we're doing 75 a load over there. It's on Joseph E. Boone Boulevard.
Where?
Joseph E. Boone Boulevard.
So it's not in Dano Lee?
No, Donnelly's where the shop's at. It's like 5 minutes from here.
Can you text me the address? Because I mean, I need to find a place close by. Not the truck. They want to show me how the truck is time. Can you text me the address?
How many loads you got?
Shit, about 80 loads. So give me a good price.
Yeah, we're doing like 75 a load over there right now.
That's the best you can do.
Yeah, that's the best I can do right now. On this one.
Even though it's good dirt.
Yeah, even though it's good dirt, we're getting ready. We're capping it off now.
All right, send me the address, please, and I'll call you right back. I'm trying to set this up. I got to put about
All right, let me shoot you the address. All right. Bye.
Anti-Semitism thing and this like all that. It's why you're not allowed to talk about it, because it evolved over time. And they eventually hired this guy that I think is called Howard Luntz. And Luntz worked with the Israel Project. There's a report online that came out in 2009, I think, called the Israel Language Dictionary, the Israel American Language Dictionary, and it's basically a word for word. This is how you discuss the rockets raining down. This is how you discuss the settlements. This is how you discuss the occupation and the Palestine and all these things. And they use examples of words that work and words that don't work. And when you read it, you realize like, holy shit, that's exactly what politicians have been saying on TV my entire life. And they use Obama as one example of really good words that work. You should talk like Obama because he's good at sort of empathizing with the other side and making us understand that like we're here for peace and they're the terrorists. And I say that to mean that we live inside this propagandized space because it's been essential to them for so long to protect that image in order to continue the deep state element of what they're doing. When I would argue that we would all be much better off if Bibi was fucking not there and we had a more sane person in charge of Israel that was actually there for peace and not there for whatever the fuck Bibi is doing.
Yeah, what's Bibi doing? Stirring up shit.
Andy and Randy T-Bar back protesting.
Oh, there's supposed to be some kind of lockdown in Florida at a naval base.
Trump and Elon, but instead takes a big shoulder check. Equal rights and left shoulders being displayed here tonight. What the hell did you think was going to happen? Look, everybody has a right to protest and everybody has a right to speak their voice. The second you get in the way, like trying to block cars, guess what? All lives splatter and your life doesn't fucking matter. How about you keep your hands to yourself? Quit getting in the way of people, antagonizing them, or else you might get shoulder checked. Instead, this person, place, or thing is going to act like a victim. Oh my God, I can't believe you did that. Well, stop blogging people, and you might not end up on the fucking ludicrous cam, idiot.
This is public.
第一名队员呢，现在释放了一个仿生两。
Disguised as a bird.
What are you gonna do? Well, we're gonna go down one side. I want to show him some of my favorite spots on the ranch.
George Bush is a damn. And I liked him back then too, man.
About Trump, like with his stance on Gaza, right? To me, that's like.
I totally disagree with him on it. It's hard to reconcile it in many ways. It's hard to reconcile because I see so much hypocrisy in terms.
I did stop last night and get me a Tunyon to take to the house. I called it in, and called her. The girl said, it'll be about an hour. I said, about an hour to do a Tunyon? I said, that's an appetizer. Let me talk to your manager. Talked to him. I said, hey, that girl was telling me to take an hour to do a damn Tunyon. She had a damn black girl. She had an attitude. He said, it don't take no damn hour. Come on down here. I'll get you one. And I ain't going to charge you for it. I said, hell yeah, I'm on the way. I need a steak to go with that too. She said something about a steak's going to take 3 hours. No, I just got a Tunyon and went on to the house with it. Got home and it was cold.
In terms of when we say America first, for whatever reason, we have this magic carve out, and you cannot pretend that that's not because AIPAC spends $100 million in our election. And this gets back to what we were talking about, whether it's Big Pharma, whether it's Israel, everyone's for sale in DC. And so I have been very disappointed with Trump on.
I think I'm going to eat Chipotle tonight. Been hankering for some Chipotle. I had never eaten that until last year. It's the first time I eat Chipotle. That shit's pretty good. And you can get one of them bowls, and I can make 5 or 6 burritos out of that damn bowl, or they can make you one big burrito. It's like $8, but that thing's about that big around. I got one of them one time. Took it home, made like 4 burritos out of it.
His perspectives about Gaza, I have been disappointed by the way.
George made spaghetti the other night. I can't eat spaghetti the other night. I don't have enough. No spaghetti. I love spaghetti though.
Toy known as Euler's disc. It's essentially like spinning a 10p piece, but this is quite a heavy disc, and this is a slight concave mirror which just helps it to stabilize in the middle. And I'm just gonna spin it as you would a coin. These little triangles I have on top show you how quickly the disc itself is spinning, and that's actually pretty slowly. So the disc itself is rotating, but not very quickly. But the point of contact between the disc and the mirror is spinning really quickly, and that's what you can hear. And that frequency of that point of contact moving around is getting faster and faster and faster, even though the disc itself is just spinning at a constant rate.
The disc is almost horizontal. It's rattling around extremely fast, proportional to 1 over the square root of the sine of the angle. And of course, that will go to infinity when the angle goes to 0, when the disc is actually flat. Now you're going to hear the sound of a singularity. Wow. Spectacular.
That's pretty cool.
The point that she was trying to make is you have these Capitol police officers. Several of them have lost their lives, were beaten with their own batons. Some of them have traumatic brain injury. But yet, why didn't Donald Trump invite any of those people? I'm just wondering. So you can't have it both ways here. While I don't like the comment that was made, I also don't like the fact that MAGA Republicans seem to back the blue only when it's convenient for them. I want to say one other thing really quickly about Michael.
One person was killed in political violence on January 6th, and it was a Trump supporter who was killed by a trigger-happy cop.
Okay,
so
I want to respond to that right now, and that nonsense that you just said.
Brian Sicknick couldn't be reached for comment, could he, Michael?
Brian Sicknick, hold on a second. Brian Sicknick died the next day, and for you to claim, hold on a second, give me 30 seconds to make my point. Excuse me,
it's in the autopsy.
Give me 30 seconds. Can I finish my point, please, to what you just said?
Sure,
and all I need
ma'am.
is 30 seconds to do so. If you are making the case on this national show that Brian
Well, none of us
Sicknick's
killed.
death the
They
next
lied.
day had nothing to do with January 6th, then you are an
I'm not
imbecile,
making that
sir,
point.
with
The
all due
medical
respect.
examiner made that point.
Just look at what the
Reprehensible.
scientists
What a
Absolutely
hill to die on.
ridiculous.
Great job, Michael.
Let me bring in,
Michael.
Reciting
Give
what the
me a
medical
fucking
record
break.
said.
let me bring in Matt
Your
here.
false accusation.
All right,
Okay, so
let me bring in. I'm glad. Let me just say.
Shame on you.
I'm glad, Jojo, you now find things disgusting. It's interesting what you find disgusting and what you're not prepared to find disgusting.
The death of a police officer, Piers? We're talking about the death of a police officer. You're talking about the actual death of a police officer. Piers, I know you know that those pardons were wrong. I know you know that because you've said it. And I know that you stand with those officers. So I cannot believe that you would defend Michael Knowles dragging that man's life.
If you're asking me,
reading the news report.
If you're asking me for my opinion, if you want my opinion about January 6th, I thought what happened was a complete disgrace. It shamed America. It should never have happened. I also felt that a lot of the people were given far too lengthy prison sentences, and I also felt that by comparison to what happened to the people who caused a lot of damage to property and who attacked police officers during the Black Lives Matter riots, there was a very good, strong argument that there was a double standard and hypocrisy about the way that the left and the right treated these things when it came to their own side. So that's my view.
Yep. I mean, states have been blue for so long or sick and tired of failed Democrat policies. Be careful, that GOP voting registration guy that helped flip PA has been eyeing New Jersey and even moved here. Scott Pressel. Twitch streamer Caitlin claims she shot a robber who broke into her home and demanded access to her crypto accounts. Shooter Rosso says she was pistol whipped and held hostage at her home in Houston, Texas, according to NBC. They were to sneak out a tweet. Sneak out a tweet on X, which caught the attention of her husband. I'm being too robbed at gunpoint, she said on X. When the robbers couldn't get into her account, Sears led them into the building where her husband, who had seen the post, was waiting with a pistol. I believe I shot one of them, covered in blood, but only some of it's mine.
Oh, right here. It's in here.
I'm still coming. Come on. Go.
right. Perfect woman doesn't exist.
É, eu acho que tá certo você. Isso é muito importante. É, pode deixar, não tem problema. Pode deixar. Aham, deixa, não tem problema não. Então me dá um abraço.
Grind like that to shine like this in a matter of time.
Is MS.
Presenters and resigners saying they hope 13-year-old boy with cancer doesn't kill himself for having to interact with Trump supporters. It's the worst thing humans have ever invented. Cell phones.
Board of Education has notified everyone across the districts that they must remove certain programs from their curriculum and from their schools, or they are going to lose federal funding. Those programs include any program that promotes DEI, promotes social...
I'm supposed to be signing something to get rid of the education thing today, too.
Emotional learning, otherwise known as SEL, or promotes critical race theory, CRT. If there is a program at a school that is receiving federal dollars, they were on notice that they must remove those. That timeline has passed. So what you can do as a parent, if your child goes to a school and they have not removed these programs, you can simply go to your Google search bar, Google Department of Education letter to my colleague. That is a letter that specifies what this executive order says coming from the department, how that will affect the school, and you are putting the school on notice that they are at risk for losing federal dollars if they do not remove these programs from their curriculum and from anything to do with the program based in our schools. If you have any questions, drop me a comment, shoot me a message. I'm always here fighting for our kids. Make sure that you're proactive and you know what's going on in your child's education.
Yeah. Get that DEI bullshit out of the classroom.
Well, he's dressed up. This should let you know. This should signal to the public that what he's doing is an act. Why? Give me a scenario, a reason why he can't put on a suit. Even if you're in the midst of a war, why can't you put on a suit when you're coming to ask for money? Well, because he wants people to see him as a guy that's downtrodden in the trenches, and he's not that. This guy has been on the cover of Vanity Fair. He's been on the cover of Vogue. He's been on the cover of Forbes. He's doing photo shoots. He did a 3-hour podcast with Lex Friedman. He asked and was declined a spot to go to the Oscars a couple of years ago. And so this is making a mockery. It's just making him put on a suit.
See,
you know?
this is why people got to be careful about messing with you, because I was getting ready to disagree with you until you threw out those last things. I didn't know he tried to go to the Oscars. I didn't know he tried to be on the cover of Vogue. I didn't know that stuff, Candace. I honestly didn't know. Okay, that does change it a little bit.
And he is a literal actor, by the way. You know, in a suit. As soon as he gets out of the car.
Prince Rupert's drop versus hydraulic press. That's a piece of glass. It's just a piece of glass. You touch this chip down here and the whole thing will shut. It's messing up the press. messed up your press. Now let's see him. Watch him bust it. All you gotta do is touch the tip. Crack that tip, the whole thing will
Trump's like, well, he.
We don't hate him enough. New York Police Department Melissa Mercado is currently facing backlash for pole dancing in a music video, and now the 7-year detective could possibly lose her job because she's a whore.
So it's not.
Was she doing it on the job? If she's doing it off the clock, I don't care what she does.
Surprising that on Tuesday he was photographed with a QAnon Pizzagate conspiracy theorist at Mar-a-Lago.
Fine one-hit piece attacking Joe Rogan and Ian Carroll for exposing the truth about Pizzagate yesterday on Rogan's show. That's absolutely unheard of. The mainstream media and even the loser late-night talk show hosts lost their collective minds after I spoke about. That Stephen Colbert has been covering up Pizzagate for years. Yeah, Stephen Colbert, he's been on the island. Have you been to the island?
Lago. He'll hang out with anybody. His next Mar-a-Lago photo op is with the Merchant of Death. Next, it's Gargog, the Flesh Mangler. The conspiracy theorist was there to promote a movie full of QAnon lies, and she brags that the movie is banned by YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and PayPal.
Yep.
First of all, you can watch movies on PayPal? Second, if you can't watch on PayPal, what's left? Do I have to stream it on Grubhub? DoorDash? These scandals have taken a toll on the former president's popularity among his fellow Republicans. It's gone from MAGA to MAGA. So it's not surprising.
I got him suspended now. He sent me a pic of a decapitated white baby. Rape white babies.
Yeah, exactly. Expropriation. We get to steal your land.
We get to steal your land.
Fancy words.
Yes.
To say steal.
And they get to do it if it is justified. And what falls under that umbrella? Just and equitable, and in the public interest. There's that key word, equitable. Remember, I've always said this: you can have equality, or you can guarantee equity. A government that says we are going to steal your land in the name of equity, or a government that says we are going to forbid you, even though qualified, from entering this college because of equity. DEI, equity, guaranteeing equity is guaranteeing outcomes which the only guarantee you get is that you will rob people of deserved opportunity. Equal opportunity or equity, you have to pick one. South Africa, the murderous, racist crap hole that it is, has chosen equity. They have chosen tyranny. So it needs to be equitable, right? It needs to be equitable. That's their justification. Well, let me give you some context here. 3/4 of privately owned land in South Africa owned by white South Africans. They make up about 8% of the population. So they're going to be stealing land from white South African farmers in the name of equity. How do they do that? Gunpoint. You starting to get the picture?
Yeah. And they would claim that, it's racism that allowed this inequity to kind of develop. And it's like, okay, so let's just assume that you are correct there. So your solution is more racism?
Right.
You need to make sure that you have enough racism on top of racism to make sure that the racism is equal.
Well,
that's your solution.
Two criminals, same priors, one so-called white, the other so-called black. Seen the same sentence?
Difference and sentences. And maybe he didn't have a good lawyer, but that don't mean anything. Look at this. Chase, armed robbery at 19, no contest plea, 1 misdemeanor prior, total points 138.2, 2 years and counting. Now look at this. Lamar Lloyd, armed robbery at 21, no contest plea, 1 misdemeanor prior, total points 138.2, 26 years in prison. Yeah, the system is lump-sided, okay? And he had the same judge. Judge Sherwood.
Probably racist.
29th birthday at this restaurant, and while they were singing to him, this little girl who has autism came over from another table to celebrate with him and then wanted to blow the candles out when her dad tried to pull her away. The guy told the dad that it's okay and wanted her to blow out the candles for him, realizing the more important thing in the moment. On their wedding day, they were taking a family picture when her son stopped to tell his mom this. He then had to make sure she heard him. When this little fan tried to go up to Shaq for a picture, this security guard came up to take him away. But luckily, Shaq saw this happen and felt bad that he didn't even get to acknowledge him. So he told the security guard to let the young boy through and then wave for the little man to come back. When this little boy saw a police officer in the airport, he instantly ran straight to him to give him a hug and then wanted to give him a high five. The cop said this was a special moment because he really needed a hug that day.
Oh, I'm finna start crying. Minorities owe reparations to white families for destroying the cities whites built. Yeah, that's right.
That you can start immediately. Put a mask back on.
That's what I do.
Stop letting them observe your face.
Won't you withhold sex again, please?
And have the side benefit of better health and protecting the rest of us in the world.
Glasses, short haircut.
Put a mask back on. Most effective form of protest you have right now.
The children there claimed there were tunnels under the school. They were taken into the tunnels and through the tunnels up into the trap door of a bathroom in a triplex next door.
Yep, that was McMarthy. McMarthy, hold hands. I do mean you are from Adam and Jesus strand. I got the M in my hands. I got the M in mine.
Discovered who this guy is yet. And I'm not talking about Jay-Z. I'm talking about this guy right here. A lot of celebrities have his art. And some celebrities idolize him so much they spend millions of dollars on his artwork and his hairstyles too. This is Jean-Michel Basquiat, the boyfriend of Madonna before the world even knew her name. And it kind of made me wonder why certain celebrities idolize him so much. For example, like his three-pointed crown, which was Chris Rock's first tattoo at the age of 55, in which LeBron James jumped in on that too. Same for P. Diddy and Dave Bautista. And it made me wonder why Hollywood finds Basquiat's artwork more unique than anyone else's. For one, articles state that he was a medium, a magician. His mission was nothing less than the restoration of powerful spiritual function to art, a channeling of the eternal through the ephemeral. Articles state that Basquiat was a scion of Haiti. He knows the lowest, the Haitian gods, and he knows what they sound like on a jazz record. He can hear Urzili when she's speaking through the clarinet, and he understands the relationship between possession on the dance floor that the gods are in the music. And I find it extremely coincidental that P. Diddy has a massive back tattoo of Urzili or Azili Dantor on his back. They're pretty spot on, I'd say. And how ironic is it that Madonna depicts Alizé as well, right down to the heart. Many celebrities own his art, especially Ellen. And believe me, she has many. This video is long enough, but stay tuned for part 2 of Hollywood celebrities who idolize.
For the money with Donald Trump, and you'll find out who he was. Who does Donald Trump work for?
Shit, obviously Elon and them. He ain't working for us. That's all I...
Donald Trump works for himself, the billionaires, the corporations, and Elon Musk.
Billionaires. Not for the American people. Who do you work for?
Trump ain't working for my mother. He's not working for yours either.
Who does Donald Trump work for? Billionaires. His co-president, Elon Musk, he's just kind of going along with whatever Elon wants.
Elon Musk and the billionaires.
Not the people.
Is promising to deliver big on tax cuts for billionaires, paid for on the backs of hardworking Americans.
And who do you work for?
I work for the American people.
I work for the people.
I work for you.
I work for the people of New York State, and particularly Brooklyn.
The people of this country. The people.
On her head.
The people. Shame on you, Donald Trump.
No, seriously, John, do you think I should just sign?
Well, the argument is...
Tell me. John, do you think I should just sign?
I'm saying that if you sign that, these workers can start getting paid. The government can
So
start...
you would do that if you were in my position, you'd do that?
I'm not in your position. I'm asking you if that's something you...
I'm asking you, would you do that if you were in my position? Because if you would do that, you should never be in this position.
Boom, shakalaka.
They're getting out of hand in front of the fried chicken joint, and it looks like Discount Malcolm Jamal Warner's going to jump in after his girlfriend gets tased, and my God, it looks like nothing but a Kahlua pork party as they roast out there on the
He's going to jail.
After getting injected with a hot dose of Edison medicine, what the hell did this guy think was going to happen? Discount Malcolm Jamal Warner tries to come in for a tackle, ends up kissing and involuntarily making out with the asphalt. There will absolutely be no need for a replay because this whole damn thing...
You gonna have pebbles on your penis?
...was in slow-mo. Well, think...
You gonna have pebbles on your penis. Look at them birds inside that rose. Them are hummingbirds. I love hummingbirds. I need to get me some stuff to put out for them. So I'm having them flying around the house. Hello? Hello? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, what's up? Adam with who? Oh yeah, I'm not interested, thank you. Interesting if true.
$1 on an electric mail truck. Well, it was that guy. Yeah, $93 million per truck. What a dumbass. That's right, over the last 4 years, this dipshit spent $3 billion on electric mail trucks. He ordered 66,000 of these battery-powered shit boxes, and so far, the Post has received 93 of these electric trucks. Now, you may be thinking, what the hell are you doing, Elon Musk? Now, if Sleepy Joe had given that contract to Elon, the post office would be driving around in Tesla trucks already. But our government gave this contract to Oshkosh Defense in Wisconsin.
Hello.
Imagine that, a defense contractor in a swing state. The CEO of Oshkosh, John Pfeiffer, says he's really happy with the progress.
She did what? Yeah, okay.
Should be too. The environment is saved. It will cost $17,000 to deliver a package next year. But hey, good job, Biden. Just when I thought the post office couldn't possibly lose any more tax money, you screwed it up even more. Dumbass.
Them damn mail workers.
So, you put all your...
Wonder, does Robbie got one of them? Is Robbie riding around in one of them? Them Elon Musk EV battery
toys together in a parking lot, and it makes you happy. If they were to ask other questions in this study about spirituality, about the other aspects of our lives, that women would have taken over. I mean, first of all, a woman hits her sexual prime at 35. There's a reason that women live longer, Mark. Let me tell you. It is because we are stronger and we are happier at the end of the day than most men. And that is factual, and you know it.
When men are married to women who scream like you, they just want to die sooner.
Actuellement dans le centre de Paris devant l'un des
video says just weeks before his using to sign Trump's mineral deals, Zelensky used his offshore company Maltex to purchase one of the biggest private equity banks in France.
bureaux du groupe Millais Bank.
I don't know if that's true or not.
To him without any other company. And I told him we will have the opportunity to attack London when London is covered by fog, and we can fly with everything we have available, even with the Junkers 52, like we did in Warsaw. And he said, stop it, stop it. I don't want to hear this. The whole attack on England is against my opinion, against my willing. I could stop it. The English population is of such high class, and they are so similar to the Germans that I hate to fight England. I had the occasion to talk to him.
They were white.
This is crazy. I heard it. I heard it. I hear it. Oh my God. That's crazy. That's nuts.
Deadliest catch.
That's crazy.
Probably some kind of werewolf.
Yeah.
It's on the Indian Railway to discard garbage on the tracks from a moving train.
That's
That's why your damn country looks like a shithole. Maybe y'all need to stop doing that. Throwing trash out on the road. Y'all littering here in America.
ये है इंडियन रेलवे की हालत सीनियर कर्मचारी सारा कूड़ा उठा के बाहर फेंकते हुए ये देखिए क्या हालत है इंडियन रेलवे की और ये बोलते हैं देश को आगे बढ़ाएंगे ऐसे बढ़ेगा देश आगे ऐसा नहीं करने ये क्यों रखा है देखो पब्लिक इकट्ठा कर रही है ये देखिए
Moon job is littering. Kimball was a guru monk. His followers claimed he lived 188 years old, but official estimates say 80 to 110. Millions of Indian rupees in donations, but he gave it all away since he used to get what he needed from his followers.
MSD.
Rachel Maddow. Well, you got 6 fingers. Like no more enjoying Nephilim are here. I know the girl had 6 toes on one foot, and she cut that bitch off. And she had like a little gap right there on her foot. And what it was it was right there close to where your sandals. She couldn't wear sandals no more because she had a big gap right there. And she couldn't get that other toe to pinch up in there to hold it on her foot.
Street fights, but never fights at the crosswalk blocking cars. And Booyah comes in with that right southpaw stance. And of course, you better look out for that left that comes out of nowhere and knocks him back into the 80s. But Scary Jerry comes in to save him from the street, drags him to the side. The cars go through, and now this guy that was waiting can go home to his freaking stovetop stuffing.
Stovetop stuffing. That shit's nasty. You ever eat any of it, Jamie? Nope. Probably nasty.
The psychiatric report on his solitary confinement at HMP Woodhill is in, and it's dire. I'll get to it in just a moment. The highly respected psychologist and author Jordan Peterson and the brilliant Ezra Levant.
Show you something here. Why I married the best woman in the whole world. She made a giant metal T-Rex. She welded this shit. Her name is Regina, by the way. Look at this. I mean, look. Look at the detail.
That's nice.
Look at the eye. Look at how beautiful that is. This thing's like 6 feet tall. My wife welded a giant metal Tyrannosaurus Rex. If I had known that one day I would marry a woman who could weld a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex, I don't know what I would do. Like, as a kid, I just don't know how I would process that information. This is the coolest thing in the world, and my wife is the best. That's all I gotta say. That's all.
He's kissing her ass.
You for the halftime. I'm
so President Gianni Infantino to let Drake perform at the halftime show as a way to get back for Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance. It's the way they could ever sing. That's what they said about the Titanic.
DNC, which is the for lumber and things as such. And yet we don't need their lumber. We have more lumber than they do. We don't need Canada's lumber. So what I'm doing is I'll be signing an executive order freeing up.
Moon Man, I got me a Tunyon last night from Longhorn on the way home, and I got it for free.
Forests, so that we're allowed to take down trees and make a lot of money and then reharvest trees. Also, we're cutting fire divides. A fire divide.
I didn't want to go inside and sit down and eat it.
To 70 yards.
Because I don't like getting home like 9 or 10 o'clock.
Trees can't, it's long enough so trees don't burn forever until you can get them out. And those trees can be sold and made a lot of money with. So, but we'll be doing that. We don't need trees from Canada. We don't need cars from Canada. We don't need energy from Canada. We don't need anything from Canada. So, where we can be self-sustaining, which is in most things. Look, we have more oil and gas than anybody. Our forests are massive forests. We're just not allowed to use them because of the environmental lunatics that stopped us.
Yeah, they give
so
it to
I'm
me
going
for
to be
free.
freeing that up very shortly so that we...
When I called in, I called the place in the order so I could just pick it up. I called and said, hey, I want to do a Tunyon, pick a Tunyon up. She said, it'd be about an hour. I said, an hour to do a Tunyon? I said, that's an appetizer. And she had an attitude, girl, black girl. Let me talk to your manager. Talk to him, and he said, it don't take no hour. He said, come on in and pick it up, and we ain't going to charge you for it.
We don't have to go to other countries to buy lumber.
But when I got home with it, it was cold.
Why should we be buying lumber from other countries, paying tariffs, paying big prices?
And they had some kind of ranch, because I get ranch with mine, and it was some kind of green ranch. Chapman's. Oh, this is Mike calling on the phone. He just keeps calling on the phone. Mike, go over there to the kick.com and sign up over there, Mike. Yeah, Elon's killing everybody. Trump's robbing everybody. Yeah. Shut up, Mike. Yeah. I don't even like talking. He called me 3 or 4 times a day now.
And we have lumber. We have the
sure dressing her like that. Yeah, he did the same thing to me and Kim. This is who he is.
What is it about that he wants the world to know? Look at my woman. We can see.
He wants other men to want his woman. That's what he's into. He likes that. He likes that men are like drooling over his woman. That's what he's into.
I like to think anybody that I'm with, that somebody wants her. Mm-hmm. If hell don't nobody want her but me, I need to reassess I need to reassess what I'm doing.
Right.
But to really man, I want.
Yeah, he wants all his friends to want his girlfriend. He wants everybody that when you walk in a room, that his girlfriend or wife is the most desirable in the room.
She the baddest bee in the room.
That's what he likes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you dress like that because that's what he wanted. You want to please your man.
I was young, and I'm going to tell Kanye no. Like, when I'm that young, it's like, okay, you're buying me this stuff.
Right.
I do look pretty and cool, but Shannon, now, if you look at old pictures of me when I'm dating Kanye, mm-hmm. but I'm out by myself, mm-hmm. I have all his clothes on.
Yeah.
I have baggy jeans on, mm-hmm. T-shirt, big ass jacket. I raided his closet. Mm-hmm. When he wasn't home, I would wear all his stuff because I used to hate to dress like a whore.
Stop lying, you dress like a whore right
basically.
now.
I used to hate it. So I used to rebel when he wasn't home, and I would go in his closet.
So let me ask you this. Ideally, how does Amber Rose like to dress? Is the occasion appropriate? So if I'm going to the Grammys or I'm going to someplace else, I'm going to dress appropriate. But when I'm just hanging out with my girls, I'm saying you're not wearing all that stuff.
No, I'm in sweatpants.
Okay.
And I'm in a sweatsuit, usually with some Jordans on.
Okay.
Maybe a little dad hat or something. I'm very casual.
Would you? I mean, I don't think you had. You did. I mean, I think you did have one of those see-through dresses that Kanye put his wife in at one point in time.
Yes, I did.
Amber.
I cried.
Really?
Yes, I did. I remember crying. I was in like Italy or Paris or something, and I remember crying and arguing with him and being like, I don't want to wear this. I don't want to wear it. You don't understand, it's fashion. I'm a genius. You know how he is. And it's like, okay, I still don't want to wear it, but I wound up wearing it. They ate me up on the internet.
They ate you up.
They ate me up. And then I'm like...
The guys were trying to eat you up, too. The guys loved it. The guys loved it.
I was like, oh, my God, I really just don't...
Was that something as you look back, that was many, many years ago.
It was.
If that was something you'd do again, you'd never do anything like that again.
Do what?
Wear something like that.
No.
But that was because that was prior kids.
It was prior.
So you got kids now. So you
got stretch marks.
See, like, nah, I got boys now. I can't do that.
Yeah. So I'm actually on OnlyFans, right?
Okay.
And so I know OnlyFans has like the stigma of like porn and
right.
I am on OnlyFans. I'm doing cute pictures, selfies. I'm talking to my fans.
Right.
Hey, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm going on Club Shay Shay today. Make sure you tune in next week. Blah blah. Right. That's my OnlyFans. I make a lot of money on OnlyFans.
Feet pics?
No, I don't do feet pics.
You don't do no feet?
No, I mean, everybody got their price.
Yeah.
Somebody asks for a feet pic, it depends on what they want to pay me out. Send my fee, who cares? But yes, because I have children, there's certain things that I just will not do because I respect and love my boys.
Your phone. Who the fuck is texting your phone, Tierra?
Bro, stop.
Who is texting your phone? Who the fuck is this nigga, bro?
No, you're tripping.
Bro, I'm not tripping, nigga. I can see it right here. That's fucking hitting me, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Don't be pushing on her.
She got somebody texting on her phone.
Give me her phone.
No.
I mean, no.
Who is he, T?
Bro, Aries, chill out.
Who is he?
You don't
It don't matter. I don't care.
You don't pay for this,
It
Aries.
don't matter.
Stop.
Hey, give me Glock. Who the fuck is texting your phone?
You can go ahead and leave.
Who is texting your phone?
Boy, stop talking to me. That's what you need. You need to stop talking to me. That's
What is wrong with you, bro? Stop. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Take him out
Give
the
me
ghetto.
my phone.
Welcome to see you in a few years, greater than 3. We in our jurisdiction will not stop Florida's ongoing criminal investigation. We will continue working with our law enforcement and partners around the world to fight human trafficking and sexual abuse. This is the Tate brothers are leaving Florida after a frosty reception, including a criminal investigation launched against them this week by Florida AG James Utemeyer. He's a Jew!
They've obviously updated the information they've put out on their website. And I think they have some political leash here to make a few mistakes because people look at this government. I mean, today we spend about $6.2 trillion. In 2019, we spent $4.45 trillion. How did we go from $4.5 trillion to $6.2 trillion?
Tax
just the
cuts,
last 5
CRs.
years? No, this is spending. This is
Rampant
federal spending. And so, and on the VA memo,
these mistakes are impacting everyone's lives, like literal lives.
On the VA memo that we've been talking about, these job cuts. If you read the memo, they're going back to 2019 staffing levels. The VA operated in 2019. We somehow lived with those staffing levels.
Yeah, but you know what was
2019.
passed in between then? The PACT Act, which was to help burn pit victims.
I know.
That's why it expanded.
I know, but here's the point that Republicans
Yeah, but
are
that's
making.
more people who needed eligible, who were eligible to.
Do we need
to be
70,000
covered.
federal workers to cover it? My question, and what the Republicans are asking, is simply this: Is it not possible for us to approach getting back to 2019 spending levels, or maybe did we go too far with the size of government? It always gets bigger. It never gets smaller. There will be sob stories. There will be sad stories. But overall fiscal health of this country matters.
It can't be a talking point that these are sob stories. These are, again, people's livelihoods and also the health of this country, right? They have some of these mistakes that people keep talking about are gutting our agencies that are taking care of, I don't know, paying attention to the bird flu, Ebola, these things that actually can have detrimental impacts on
we
the
have
American
Ebola in the
people.
United States?
Well, we are helping the world be a safer place as well.
I mean, on the bird flu, Biden slaughtered all the chickens. I don't know if there's any left to kill.
On that note, come on, Scott.
It was a bloodbath. You all love that word.
You can laugh about this, but these are things that people are actually scared about. I mean, measles is coming back. There's so many things that are happening that our federal government
You're saying
makes sure.
Elon Musk caused the measles?
I'm saying what is happening in this government right now with Donald Trump appointing.
You saying Donald Trump caused the measles?
I am saying that what is happening in this federal government under Donald Trump, allowing Elon Musk and allowing all these people that he appointed to run this government like this, is actually making us unsafer for the American
Elon
people.
calls the measles. You heard it here first.
Here. Scott
Not what I said.
Johnson, Johnson, not what you said.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Broken bat. Dad saves the day. Dad just saved the day.
Marijuana for 20 years. Okay, so it's not your first rodeo. Okay, all right. You got any pain in your chest, or you got any pain anywhere else at all?
I'm blocked up, dude.
And how do you know that you're blocked? Can you feel it?
Yeah, and I'm getting dizzy spells, like hardcore dizzy spells.
Hardcore, because that's your breathing hardcore.
Because when you give me mouth to mouth, you won't unblock it. Like,
I can tell you right now, I'm not giving you mouth to mouth. No.
How can you suck stuff out?
The pizza,
yeah.
I'm not sucking anything out of your gut.
How do you do it?
How would the hospital do it? They don't need to do it. They don't need to. You're going to find that this pizza is going to go through you, and you're going to have an amazing shit tomorrow, and these 4 pizzas are going to be out of your life. And they're going to go through the right way, and they're not going to come up the wrong way. The hospital will be able to take care of you.
I'm dead.
You're not.
I'm dead.
You're not dead. You are not dead. Okay? Good. Get inside, mate, eh?
Uh-oh, Jews fighting. Jews fighting Jews. How do you know which team you're on? Don't fight like a bunch of bitches. Got one knocked out right there. I don't know whose team's whose team. Everybody's got curly locks and beanies on their head. Would you like to have more daylight later? It don't matter to me.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Some time with you. Just the two of us.
Now from the top, make it drop. That's some wet. Ay, esta grasa no se quita.
Lloro, 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 lloro.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you.
I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in
my head and they won't go. Salam alaikum. Alaikum assalam.
Harmanım, baba nerede çarşafım? Gördüm.
You got a rebel flag in there. You done tore the damn fan up.
Salam alaikum. Alaikum assalam. Salam.
I should call her.
Oh my God! Oh my God.
The hell? Had a meeting with most of the secretaries, Elon and others, and it was a very positive one. It's very important that we cut levels down to where they should be. But it's also important to keep the best and most productive people. We're going to have these meetings every 2 weeks till the aspect of this very necessary job is done. The relationship between everybody in that room are extraordinary. They are all want to get to the exact same place, which is simply to make America great again.
Jello beats, holla at me.
And you be on some hot nigga. Like I told Tish, I see when I shot niggas.
I'll cut that garbage off.
The U.S. wouldn't defend NATO countries that don't pay.
Well, I think it's common sense, right? If they don't pay, I'm not going to.
Points out that the U.S. do not benefit from NATO.
Defend him? No, I'm not going to defend him. I got into a lot of heat when I said that. You said, oh, he's violating NATO. And you know, the biggest problem I have with NATO, I really, I know the guys very well. They're friends of mine. But if the United States was in trouble and we called them, we said, we got a problem. France, we got a problem. A couple of others I won't mention. Do you think they're going to come and protect us? They're supposed to. I'm not so sure.
So make that policy, U.S. policy, that the U.S. wouldn't defend NATO countries that don't pay.
Well, I think it's common sense, right? If they don't pay, I'm not going to defend them. No, I'm not going to defend them. I got into a lot of heat when I said that. You said, oh, he's violating NATO. And you know, the biggest problem I have with NATO, I really, I know the guys very well. They're friends of mine. But if the United States was in trouble and we called them, we said, we got a problem. France, we got a problem. A couple of others I won't mention. Do you think they're going to come and protect us? They're supposed to. I'm not so sure.
So make that policy, U.S. policy, that the U.S. wouldn't defend NATO countries that don't pay.
Challenge our policies in court so that when they end up losing in court, and we believe that they will end up losing in court, that they can be held financially responsible for the disruption to federal activities that their actions have caused.
Right. Something they've wanted to do a long time, right? They've been looking to do this for years.
Yes, sir.
And why they just never got it.
This is a rule that's been on the books for a very long time. The Department of Justice has been very inconsistent in seeking these bonds.
From a legal standpoint, really a very big thing.
Injunction bonds.
Call you for your lawfare now, talking heads. Trump's going after these people that went after him. I don't blame she finished. And look, she ain't spitting out the window neither. That girl's a keeper. She's a keeper.
On a personal level, I've made sure that every single day in this office, I put Canadians first, that I have people's backs. And that's why I'm here to tell you all that we got you. Even in the very last days of this government, we will not let Canadians down today and long into the future.
Oh, yeah, it just sounds beautiful.
On a personal level.
Come here, guys. Come on, puppies.
You guys don't care.
We've got something very serious to talk about here today, okay? Now, I don't want you to go crazy, and I don't want you to go nuts, but that guy over there, he voted for Biden. Come here, guys. Come on, puppies.
Goodness. They walk around outside like that?
I came up with it just for getting out of the shower, and I just figured for around the house.
See some titties.
However, I have had some amazing customers and women who buy these, and they are wearing them everywhere.
What does it sell for?
The original.
What if you get the wrong size and your titty pops out?
Originals sell for $45, and the maternities sell for $55.
And what does it cost you to make?
$24.
How many have you sold?
12 months, I've sold 1.1 million.
Whoa!
I sell them only exclusively from my website. Right before this happened, I've been a personal assistant for 13 years. Hated my life. It was a really difficult job. So I quit, and I was making all of these in my living room. I YouTubed how to sew. I couldn't even thread the needle or like get it in there. And I started making them myself. So my neighbor runs out and she's like, "Have you been online? You are everywhere."
Oh, so it went viral on its own.
Everyone took advantage of that and jumped on and tried to rip me off.
What are you going to sell this year?
We're on track to sell 2 million.
You had this viral moment. I don't think there's any way in the world that you're getting to $2 million in sales unless you have another one of those viral moments.
I don't know what to do with it. They are selling. Sales are consistent.
I have all this inventory and I don't know what to do with it. It's pretty scary to an investor. Yeah. No, but you did say it. What it means, though, is there's no strategic plan. Your strategy is hope.
You get Frank one of them.
Can you look at your mama? He's ignoring me because I took him to the groomer. He hates going to the groomer, but it's so hot,
You got me looking like
so
a pussy over here.
He had to get shaved. So he won't make eye contact with me. He does this every time. Benny? Benny, you look
Benny's pissed off at you. Look at what he looks like. Damn ears is all furry. Ain't none of this shit even. Looks like my 7th grade picture. Daddy, you don't know how to cut hair.
so handsome.
That shit's all jagged.
Benny, can I have a kiss?
Nope.
Benny.
Nope.
Can mommy have a kiss, Benny?
Nope. You ain't getting no kisses. It's gonna be a while before I give kisses.
I love you. You're a good boy.
I hear you. You talk that shit over there. Look out the window over there on the other side.
You wanna go get a treat?
Treat? Hold on. A treat?
Oh, nah.
Oh, a treat got me. He ain't had nothing to eat all day.
Just too heavy, too hot, inexperienced.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue. And with the bad way, hey, to the teeth. Ooh, that one that can't let you down. It ain't me. It ain't me. I'm no senator song.
Everybody good? Mine is hot. State your name of your department.
Summer Franklin, Fort Chaffee PD.
Are you taking a volunteer exposure today?
Yes.
Taser, taser, taser.
Oh, she's tight.
Yes, Daddy.
She's tight. She was standing on her tippy toes. Women shouldn't be cops.
If you help me finish my puzzle, I'll give you a treat. Oh. Thank you.
As always.
Un gratta vinci da 3.
College of Liberal Arts. Jesuits, the black nobility, the black pope, and Greek fraternities. The black nobility influence on education is vast. 80% of Fortune 500 execs, over 3/4 of senators, 40 to 47 Supreme Court justices. Most fireside Portland area Woke County Commissioner has been indicted with 8 felonies for allegedly stealing tens of thousands of dollars from an 83-year-old man through identity theft. Fireside is a vocal supporter of Black Lives Matter. But they really don't matter. Not the black people there. There you go, man. He was trying to get that guy in the back.
Jesus Christ.
What if he'd have fell out the back of that?
To what's happening. This poor dog, get him out of there. Holy moly.
So this is not what you wanted.
Oh, this is what gays see when they die. Party's over, homos.
Spit it in my fucking hot toddy.
Well, I have a friend from LA who said like New York's unsafe. A guy got lit on fire there on the subway. I'm like, that's your whole fucking city right now.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Like LA's natural. You buy a home in LA. There's like 9 different types of insurance you have to buy.
Right.
Like, there's like flooding, earthquake, mudslide, fire. Like, it's a lot of fucking insurance.
Yeah. At least the city is trying to kill us. That's God trying to kill us, you know?
This is way too comical.
Because I'm European, yeah.
Oh, so you think you're smarter than an American?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah? All right.
Damn,
Well, can
girl.
you name a country for
Whore!
every letter in the alphabet?
Yeah, sure.
Like A.
Yeah, Argentina.
Okay, B.
Bulgaria.
C.
Cyprus.
Okay, D.
Denmark.
E.
Estonia.
Wow. F.
France.
You're smart. G.
Germany.
H.
Hungary.
I.
India.
Yeah. J.
Japan.
K.
Can I say Kentucky? Here in U.S.
Kentucky?
Yeah.
It's a state, but I'll. K. Country with a K. You got this. There's one in Africa.
Kenya.
Kenya.
Yeah.
K. L.
Yeah, like Libya. Yeah.
Where are you from, by the way?
I'm from Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You girls over there hot.
M.
Madagascar.
Oh, N.
Nigeria.
O.
Oman.
Oman. P.
Portugal.
Q.
Qatar, yeah.
R.
Russia.
S.
Serbia.
T. Everyone in the comments, let me know something that starts with a T. U.S. T. U.
Yeah. Uzbekistan, yeah.
V.
Yeah, Venezuela.
X. There's no X actually.
Yeah.
Y.
No idea.
Yemen.
Yeah, okay.
Yemen. And Z.
Zimbabwe.
There you go. No, you're smart. You killed it.
And you're hot. But you need to put some clothes on if you're going to be riding around with me, girl. You're going to be showing everybody your titties out here.
To let you all know, because some of you don't, porn is for faggots. That's all.
Damn.
Everybody, let me just tell you a few things. Yes. This landlord is not the best landlord. You have to take care of things yourself, okay? Being very upfront with you. Frank is one of my best friends. I love him, but he's a shitty-ass landlord, okay? He does not like to do anything, right? He has a goon that does, some of his work, but the guy's a shine box, all right? So this really needs someone that knows what they're doing, that they can handle repairs. This does not include, like, if the boiler breaks or the water, he takes care of that right away, all right? If there's like a leak in the thing, yeah, but you're literally left to your own devices. You may even never meet Frank. So you can do whatever you want. Behind these panels are brick walls. So these are put up in the 1970s. Don't ask me why. So if you take down these panels, you have beautiful brick walls, right?
Beautiful brick
it's
walls.
Rent stabilized.
Stop.
Rent stabilized. Everybody know what that means? It means you win and the landlord loses. That's what it means. Okay? You win, landlord loses. Because when you rent a rent stabilized apartment, it is almost as though you own the place. Okay? Your rent doesn't increase even by CPI, which is Consumer Price Index, nor by the taxes of the building and the insurance. So it's a losing proposition for every landlord. That is why most of them don't do shit. Okay? So, but it's great for you because it's $22.40 with a yard in this neighborhood. It's a no-brainer, right? But if you were expecting to call the landlord and say, "Hey, I saw a roach," he's gonna be like not even responding to you. All right. So if you're looking for like landlord services, this is really for someone who knows how to take care of themselves. All right. Is that clear? I want to make sure this is clear so you don't come crying to me later. Landlord's shitty. Landlord's shitty. You got it? All right, do your thing. Look around.
$22.40.
Taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could cry. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me.
The hell? Bravery and stupidity often go hand in hand. Oh! I thought that was a train they were climbing on. Yeah, he's dead. He horned him in the back. London stain, 2030. That's shit all in the street because all them Punjabis living over there because you seen them throwing shit off the train a while ago. Laugh, you're going to jail. You're going to hell. Uh-oh, help me. It's got my underwear. Help me. Help. Down in the trash. You might want to get her down for you. Unlatch her. Tell a dad joke. Ah, he got up and left the room.
Bro. I came back, bro. I came back with the milk, bro. Bro. Can I tell you a dad joke?
Of Innovation, Hayden Kirkpatrick, admitted to excluding people who are white from employment. A 14-minute interview of Kirkpatrick was posted to the conservative O'Keefe Media Group. Kirkpatrick said he tasked his HR team to find the workforce of 2040, which
white
he
people,
said
if
is
you tried to get it hired
more
there.
Hispanic and Latino.
People know what's happening. They think they have an idea of what's actually happening to these children, but they're just any excuse to not, put their head in the sand and go, yeah, I know. So I wanted to put one out for free, and I did. And I put it with a donation link, and it went.
Warning, you will not last 10 in this thread. Warning to White House staffers and cabinet members, if you are responsible for preparing and signing executive orders or clemencies at this time of the documented mental incapacity of Joe Biden, we will find you and prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. Have a nice day.
While it's good to see you in the new year, no one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now it looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress.
A few moments later.
What is happening? Like, this is...
Hello. What's up, man?
Hello, sir.
How you doing?
I left the car outside for a gentleman.
The guys should be in the shop.
In the shop, okay.
They should be in the shop. Are the doors closed?
No, but I just said office. I said let me come to the office.
All right, hold on. Let me
Yeah, he said he would send somebody to come outside. I didn't want to just leave with a key and the type in there.
Does it run?
Yeah.
What kind is it?
It's a Lexus. Yes.
Hey, John. Exxon. You got a car here.
Okay, Armando is coming to take it off.
Huh?
Armando, my worker is coming to take it off.
All right, they said they're going to meet you out front. You out front?
Yeah, I'm right out front here.
Okay, somebody will be out there in a second.
Okay.
All right. All right, Exxon. All right, man. Lexus.
Hey, why are you laughing?
That's just to get me like tonight. What? What?
That's messed up.
I'm just too aware of everything. I can't shake this feeling that all of this, our entire human experience, is just temporary, constructed, and ultimately meaningless, like I'm seeing through some veil that others can't. Think about it. The days of the week, someone just arbitrarily decided this is Monday, this is Tuesday, and we all just accept it. It's all made up.
Yeah, the day could be Friday, but they're calling it Thursday.
The guy that made up currency and street names is no smarter than me or you. Money is just literally paper that someone decided this is valuable, and we all just agreed. We're following systems created by regular people who happen to come before us. I find it fascinating to watch people rushing through their day, stressed about deadlines and status and possessions, completely unaware that they're playing a game they never chose to join. They're so caught up in the matrix of social constructs, they never question any of it. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. And sometimes I wonder if ignorance really is bliss.
Outside the box, and one of the Doge cuts that him and Trump enacted was they canceled all the government employees' business cards, their credit cards, right? And then a judge said you can't cancel their payment cards. You can't take them away. You got to give them credit cards. And they were like, oh, okay. So then they just put limits of $1 on the cards and gave them back to them. And my buddy who works for the government was telling me about how mad some of them were. Like, I can't use my credit card to go get lunch now. And oh, that shit cracks me up so much. Thank you, Trump.
Hey.
I needed that. Elon Musk, you guys are killing it.
Y'all didn't put nothing else
Just
on that
keep
for the
doing
month,
what
right?
you're doing. The American people love you for it. Godspeed to you too. Long live the Republic.
Okay.
I absolutely love how Trump thinks outside the box. And one of the Doge cuts that him and Trump enacted was they canceled all the government employees' business cards, their credit cards, right? And then a judge said you can't cancel their payment cards. You can't take them away. You got to give them credit cards. And they were like, oh, okay. So then they just put limits of $1 on the cards and gave them back to them. And my buddy who works for the government was
panic attack.
18-wheeler full of dead kids and was killed and found in the luggage later on.
After seeing an 18-wheeler full of dead
that.
bodies, they all belong to children.
Democratic leader, thank you for all that you're doing, Hakeem, to bring to light the devastating Medicaid cuts on the part of the Republicans. And I want to thank Debbie and the other co-chairs of the Steering and Policy Committee for having this very important hearing today. The House Republican plans to cut around $1 trillion or more from Medicaid would be the largest health care cut in history. Thank you to our Democratic leader.
Yeah. Oh, well.
That is true. If rotation of the earth causes day and night, why aren't the days the same all year round? Why is that?
And the second one with all of his cell phones. So I want to find the answers. I've told them. In fact, today I said, I want to find, we can no longer blame Biden for that one. He should have released that a long time ago. So they are giving me a report next week sometime, and I do believe I'll be releasing. I want to release the report. A lot of people have asked that question. You had one who had 3 apps, 2 of which were foreign, supposedly, and who has the biggest white shoe law firm in Pennsylvania, even though they don't live in necessarily a white shoe area. What's that all about? His law, the law firm. The other one had 7 or 6 cell phones, and I don't have 6 cell phones. And why would somebody have 6 cell phones? So we're going to be releasing a report on that soon, Peter.
But based on what you're saying right there, the lack of information and the data points that you just gave, does that make you think that there's some part of that there's some bigger?
It could be. Well, it makes other people think that. It makes me think it a little bit too. I say, when you have 3 apps and 2 of them are foreign, and you had an FBI that wouldn't report on it, they didn't want to say why, I would say that could be suspicious. And then on the second assassin, you had, and by the way, I have to tell you, Secret Service did a great job on that by spotting him. But on the second one, he had 6 cell phones. That's a lot of cell phones. And a couple of them had some strange markings on them. So, yeah, I want to find out, and I would be willing to release it. I mean, maybe there's a reason that we shouldn't, so I don't want to get too far ahead of my skis, but yeah, I would be very willing to release that. I'd like to see it. I want to see it myself, Peter. Not only you, I want to see that one myself.
First glance, it looks like a very serious situation. But at second glance, you can tell the guy with the hose is trying to hose this rodent out of the corner. The kegger is over. Everybody left after the rat went in the freaking keg. The rat is drunk and on the rampage, and these guys change instantly.
That was Israel beating up on somebody.
Hey, you can't say that, bro. Mo Noah,
Man, it's Kanega. What's next, bro? Jada Coon, bro?
Actually,
Nah, that's crazy. And what? Man, I'm tired of this racism. Man, I'm about to put an end to this.
oh my God, he's actually doing it.
Please, sir. I just wanted to say it's Kanega, not Kanega. And kind of just wanted to say that.
Number 10, Noah Kanega.
Hey, you still saying it wrong, bro. You getting me mad, man.
Whoa. He told you to sit down.
And I sat down.
I support you, man.
Thank you, man.
You pipe down, I'll have your going out of here.
That was my neighbor.
Your what?
That was my neighbor.
I was just
I just want to tell you, man, you raised a real man.
He's a great kid. I'm glad he's mine.
Oh, Lord.
That a single remark from the reporter behind J.D. Vance could haunt him for the rest of his life. When Zelensky met with Trump, a reporter questioned why Zelensky wasn't wearing a suit, a question that drew laughter and ridicule from those around them. However, Zelensky calmly responded that the clothing he was wearing, though worth only 5 pounds, was more precious than any suit in the world. It was later revealed that the reporter was Brian Glenn, the chief journalist for Real America's Voice, who frequently covered important meetings. His girlfriend, Marjorie Greene, a congresswoman and a close ally of Trump, added another layer to the situation. After the incident, many people condemned the reporter's question as disrespectful. Some even found photos of Churchill meeting with Roosevelt in casual attire to prove that informal dress does not imply disrespect. Brian Glenn eventually admitted his mistake, but President Zelensky seemed unfazed. Even when he was escorted out of the White House, Zelensky still shook hands with Trump's secretary. What do you think motivated Brian Glenn to ask that question?
I'm doing a ticket.
Hello? Hey, hello? Does Katie live here, or am I at the wrong place?
Can I ask who you are?
Can I ask who you are?
May I ask how you know my wife?
Your wife?
Yes. Did she not tell you she was married?
No, she didn't.
Bro, we're in an open relationship. She's got like 5 or 6 other boyfriends.
What does it...
Shit. Murder for crashing into a Michigan boat club and killing 2 siblings.
Guilty of murder in the 2nd degree of Alana Grace Phillips. Count 2. Guilty of murder in the 2nd degree of Zate Isaac Phillips.
Party or something? It's terrible. Just doing drunk during the middle of the day. Video shows the losses of the Ukrainian armed forces in the Kursk region of Russia. Snow melts and spring begins. More and more bodies keep appearing. Damn. Hello? Hello?
Republicans on the run on 3 core issues. They are on the run in terms of the economy. In fact, Donald Trump and Republicans are crashing the economy in real time. Donald Trump gave one of the most divisive speeches by a president in American history. 100 minutes. And he barely spent any time on the economy. Why? Because it's collapsing on his watch. They made promises with respect to lowering costs. Costs aren't going down. They're going up. Inflation is going up. You know what's coming down? Donald Trump's poll numbers. Because he is mismanaging the economy and the American people are feeling it.
Hello?
And we're just at the 45-day mark.
But I got
we have them on the run in terms of health care, particularly as it relates to Medicaid. House Democrats stand on the side of Medicaid and the American people. Republicans are trying to enact the largest cut to Medicaid in American history. And we need to keep the pressure on them legislatively and in communities all across the country. And partnering with you, we will be able to continue to do that. And we have them on the run with respect to the GOP tax scam, where they want to cut Medicaid, cut nutritional assistance for children and families, cut veterans' benefits, and potentially cut Social Security benefits by trying to decimate the Social Security Administration. We have to continue to call them out on their extremism. We will do that. And all of that is being done in service of trying to pass massive tax breaks for their billionaire donors like Elon Musk and wealthy corporations. So we have them on the run.
They got them on the run, man. Trump's been in office for what, 40 days? 30 days?
Our foot on the gas pedal.
A little bit
We've
over
been
a
joined
month.
by some tremendous...
Shut up. Uh-oh. This looks like something's gonna happen here.
Confessions continue, and look, I think this one should come as no surprise. I was wrong. We were all wrong about Amy Coney Barrett. You know, a lot of us looked to her when the nomination came down in 2020, and we said, okay, this is what President Trump is going with. We're going to back him. We're going to back the play. It was an election year. Kind of all understood what was on the line. And there was one post from John Zmirak in humanevents.com, which I've gone back to a number of times. Robert Barnes, he was absolutely right on Amy Coney Barrett, but many of us, self-included, yeah, we were wrong. We were absolutely wrong. She is a pro-life liberal. Pro-life liberal, and I wrote a post about it yesterday, but look, this is the confession for today. I was wrong about Amy Coney Barrett. A lot of us were wrong. It's time for us to learn from our mistakes and call ourselves out and hold ourselves accountable when we need to. So that is my Lenten confession of the day.
I think they paid that first one. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I think they paid that first one.
They said no.
That's what I heard. I can't tell you that, but that's what I heard. But Biden was embarrassed by what happened, and he said, leave him up there. I would have said, if you're embarrassed, you got to get him out. Elon is right now preparing a ship to go up and get him.
I'm sure that they will see this in space. What is your message to
So we love you, and we're coming up to get you, and you shouldn't have been up there so long. The most incompetent president in our history has allowed that to happen to you. But this president won't let it happen. We're going to get them out. We're coming up to get you. I've authorized Elon. I said, can you get them out? Because, you know, they've been left up there. I hope they like each other. But they've been, maybe they'll love each other. I don't know. But they've been left up there. Think of it.
Stuff at the Polish border and we don't know what's happening there. I said, that's BS. That is unacceptable.
What is the current way when we give money? What happens to the money and who does the money go to? Like right now, the $61 billion, right? That's going to go to Ukraine. Where is that going?
You don't know if they're going to go to Ukraine, because if you think about it, that's what the problem I had. Like, I know, like, from even one of the packages before, the $1 billion went to Yemen. Houthis in Yemen that were taken from a terrorist and shooting our ships. So like they have associated causes. So Ukraine is becoming a slush fund where a lot of this money actually go directly. Some of the money go to rebuild some of our allies, in Europe. Okay, that's all great, but why is that part of Ukrainian money? Some of the rebuild our stockpile. Some of them, some of the countries give garbage to Ukraine and then bought some new equipment, and Ukraine got half of not working. So I think this is just not right way to do it. That's why I had a very big objections. But we don't even know the way how this bill written. Most of them, we don't even know what is even going directly to Ukraine. Only part of it, I believe, it's like 16 or something billion. It's it says Ukraine security assistance for Ukraine specifically. But even part of that could be used to replenish stockpiles to some countries that give Ukraine, and we now can give an answer who gave what and where it is. So that's why I was surprised to see that a lot of these weapons, I didn't even see them there. So they were all, who knows what Biden is doing. The same blank check with his drawers, he can give to any international organizations, he can use to UN. I've never seen UN doing anything there.
What do you think is the connection with Zelensky?
Seven. So these are different videos. I ain't never seen these videos.
Go throughout your day, pray constantly. The Bible says, pray without ceasing. Prayer brings you closer to God. Pray for your friends, your enemies, and yourself. Prayer is a very powerful tool. I hope you're all having a great afternoon. God loves you, and so do I. Take care.
Amen. Arrested after throwing eyes on the ground and faking a slip and fall. Uh-oh. Probably a Democrat, too. How much you want to bet? they caught him on camera. Caught him on camera. Going to jail, Grandpa.
Quick comment on, you know Scott Besson. He's probably come by. You've interviewed him. This guy's an old school, elegant Southerner.
Trim fat pig squeal. FBI Harveston in Florida has made a video declaring that they do not hire American citizens. Why don't I hire Americans?
For the guys that are willing to come and do the work here on the farm. We can't do this without them. And we can't do this with people in our local communities a lot of the time. And why don't I hire Americans? The simple answer is we can't.
Your ass ought to be fined for that too. Lock his ass up.
The president will have a lot to talk about tonight when he heads up to Capitol Hill to address a joint...
6 weeks ago, I stood beneath the dome of this Capitol and proclaimed the dawn of the golden age of America.
Inaugurate a new president and vice president.
From that moment on, it has been nothing but swift and unrelenting action to usher in the greatest and most successful era in the history of our country. I return to this chamber tonight to report that America's momentum is back. Our spirit is back. Our pride is back. Members of Congress, and to my fellow citizens, America is back. Americans have given us a mandate for bold and profound change. Every day my administration is fighting to bring a future that America deserves. We are draining the swamp, and the days of rule by unelected bureaucrats are over. Over the past 6 weeks, I have signed nearly 100 executive orders and taken more than 400 executive actions to restore common sense, safety, optimism, and wealth all across our wonderful land. Despite the best efforts of those who will try to censor us, silence us, break us, destroy us, Americans are today a proud, free, sovereign, and independent nation that will always be free. My fellow Americans, get ready for an incredible future because the golden age of America has only just begun. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Ursula von der Leyen must immediately and unconditionally resign from her position as President of the European Commission due to the fact that her actions are currently criminally investigated by the European Public Prosecutor's Office. EPPO just announced a few days ago that it's investigating the way the contracts were signed between the European Commission and the producers of vaccines, and this is what the Court of Auditors just stated in a report released a few days ago, and I quote, "The Commission has signed, up to November 2021, 71 billion euros worth of contracts on behalf of the member states to purchase up to 4.6 billion COVID-19 vaccine doses. That means that she purchased 10 doses of vaccines for every EU citizen based on contracts that were never released to the public. This is how the contracts that she signed with these pharmaceutical companies were released to the public. How is this possible in the European Union that is called to be transparent with the way it's using people's money? So I'm asking again and calling again for immediate and unconditional resignation. Thank you.
Youngest member of the Secret Service. During his address to Congress last night, you saw President Trump make 13-year-old cancer survivor DJ Daniel an honorary agent. Today, we spotted DJ and his dad outside of the West Wing.
You know what's crazy?
What?
You know who I caught in the White House?
Who?
Who made the Teslas?
That Elon. You saw him?
Yes, I caught him in the hallway.
Did you say hi to him?
Mm-hmm.
And what did he say?
Can you do me a big favor? When you get back to Houston, can you send us a Cybertruck down there?
And did Elon Musk say he'd send you a Tesla?
Mm-hmm.
A Cybertruck?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. We'll follow up with DJ to see if that newest and youngest
She's a bitch. learns a lesson from a rhino. Al Green, who raped his staffer. Oh yeah, they say Al Green is paid off like $875,000 to this lady. Raped his staffer Lucinda Daniels in 2007 and settled using the Congressional Slush Fund. Was just censored by the House for behaving like an unruly ape during President Trump's address. You can't call him an ape. That's racist. Credit where it's due to the 10 Democrats who voted in favor of. Yeah, 10 Democrats voted in favor of that. Nice racism, motherfucker. Keith Olbermann. Quiet, unruly lesbian. You're pissing from your eyes again. Modern day witches. Yeah, them bitches is nasty. That's Bramovich. I can't think of this lady's name, but she's got black fingers and shit.
A little squishy, and it's concerning. I'll tell you, just like as a female who leans right, I'm kind of sick of like the female conservatives who get appointed to the Supreme Court, Sandra Day, O'Connor, now Amy Coney Barrett, like being too squishy. Why can't we just get like just Judge Aileen Cannon down in Florida? Get a female Alito on there. Get somebody with some, rhetorical balls who will hold as fiercely to conservative principles in the judiciary as the left wing does, as Elena Kagan does to the liberal principles. Why are the women so squishy when they get up there on the right?
Because they're women.
До сих пор кому-то не имется все. Есть еще люди, которые хотят вернуться. Наполеон забывает, чем это закончилось. Еще со времен Наполеона, нашествия Наполеона. До сих пор.
Question: Are you going to make that policy, U.S. policy, that the U.S. wouldn't defend NATO countries that don't pay?
Well, I think it's common sense, right? If they don't pay, I'm not going to defend them. No, I'm not going to defend them. I got into a lot of heat when I said that. You said, oh, he's violating NATO. And, the biggest problem I have with NATO, I really, I know the guys very well. They're friends of mine. But if the United States was in trouble and we called them, we said, we got a problem. France, we got a problem. A couple of others I won't mention. Do you think they're going to come and protect us? They're supposed to. I'm not so sure.
So
with Japan, we have a deal, which is a very interesting one. And I love Japan. We have a great relationship with Japan, but we have an interesting deal with Japan that we have to protect them, but they don't have to protect us. Do you know that? That's the way the deal reads. We have to protect Japan. And by the way, they make a fortune with us economically. There's another case. But we have to protect Japan. But under no circumstances do they have to protect us.
Yeah, you need to pull out them deals.
Get a baby-specific doctor called an OBGYN, right? Which I didn't know what the fuck that was. I thought it was more gay letters. I was like... My wife's like, we need an OBGYN. I was like, why do we need a fucking gay guy to deliver the baby? What do they know about this? It's not their jurisdiction at all. I want some gay doctor to open my wife's legs like, ew, yucky, gross. I want to look at something hot, like a butt full of shit,
Yep.
When your wife first gets pregnant, you have to go get a baby-specific...
We're going to wrap it up today, fellas. Appreciate y'all being over here hanging out with us.
He can't withdraw money for the ATM, so he withdraws from his sandals. Guards have been pretty patient up until now, letting him know that you can withdraw your money when we're done. But instead, he gets withdrawn from reality. Surprised he got that close to the guards to begin with. Normally, they're on guard, ready to...
The House makes steps towards the Kremlin, trying to meet them halfway. So the next target of Russia could be Europe. The decision of the
child, you are a child.
That is true. I'm a child at heart.
You are.
Mainly because I have the heart of a child inside me.
Robbie downtown,
Thank you,
Brown.
Dr. Stevens.
I think Kimber's on.
It's great to watch Democrats try to connect with the youth vote, through pop culture with this choose your fight. When are they going to start eating Tide Pods? Come on, guys. Come on. I want to see it. They're in a pickle. And I don't know how they're going to get out of this. Trump is blessed with this advantage where the left starts with a fact and then creates a delusion to invalidate the fact. Let's say the fact is boys and girls are different. So the left runs that through the gender delusion mill and proceeds unchallenged for years because the media are cowards. Then Trump comes in and he reverses the trajectory. He says kids identifying as trans, big lie. And everybody just breathes a sigh of relief. And he's doing this, by the way, with not just with trans, but open borders and with crime. He's pulling the rug out from under the left-wing delusion, and people are cheering. But that rug is also underneath the Democratic Party. So I have a theory. I know a lot of people suffered from 2020 to 2024, but it was great that Biden won. I'd like to thank the media for rigging the election through censorship, suppression, and hoaxes, and by pushing especially the Fine People hoax, which Biden credited for him entering the race. Because what that got is the Democrat Party to expose itself to all in its current shape. It was unchallenged for years. Now you can see it as morally and mentally bankrupt. Now, how Democrats always say, it's good to be seen. You need to be seen. Are you being seen? Well, now you're being seen by all of America, and you're making them vomit because you believe trans men have more rights than real girls, or that open borders trump security and safety of a country, and that crime is only pursued if it benefits you politically. All this stuff is killing you. I don't know any way back. So to my point, the Biden presidency taught the American public that all of the irrational behavior from 2016 to 2020 wasn't caused by Trump, because it got worse when Trump left. So Trump wasn't the virus they were saying. He was the vaccine, except in this case it works.
Chapman. Hey, Troy. All right, where's it at? Manual drive. What's wrong with it?
Driver hit a runaway ramp with it last night.
Uh-huh.
So I need to check it out, make sure there was no damage landing gear or anything like that, and check the brakes on it, make sure the brakes aren't burned up.
I'm put on here check out for damage and check the brakes. All right, what trailer number is it?
It's 152102.
152102?
Yeah.
You got a driver with it?
No, it's dropped.
Drop trailer?
Yep. I don't know, I'm hoping it's not in a door. But it's been there long enough that it shouldn't be.
All right, what's your reference on it?
Reference number is 283-1046.
All right. Let me shoot this to the guys. And I'll have them check it and then we'll let you know. Okay. And I'll have them take pictures of the brake pads too. All right. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. Chapman's. it's gonna be after hours. Executive orders, filming, I'm calling the police.
You endorse starving children, huh? What are you talking about? Don't touch, that's assault. Welcome back to my channel. Right here today in Tampa, downtown by City Hall, and there is another protest.
The bitches on the left are just mean, man.
This man, out of nowhere, decided to pick a fight with a car driver without any reason at all. What's more shocking, his girlfriend stood right by his side, encouraging him to go through with it. But just when you think things couldn't get more chaotic, the unexpected happens.
What's wrong with you, bud? You! What's up? What's up? I'll fuck you up right now, bitch. You might want to get back in that car, motherfucker.
This man, out of nowhere.
First call skill right there, buddy.
What do you want for this thing?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. I can't begin to tell you how much I want this thing. It would look great on my wall. It's for sale, right?
Well, I thought we were just comparing it.
Hey.
How much you want for it?
I believe that my client would allow me to let it go for $180,000.
Check it out because she hit a runaway thing.
You think he would take $100 grand for it?
I think it's worth more. I would advise him not to take that.
Okay, maybe 120?
That won't work right here, right now, and
we'll work right now.
I'll tell you what, $160,000, write a check, we're done.
Okay, 125, call up your buddy, see if he'll take it.
I can't do that for you. However, 150 is it.
If you got any damage or anything, take pictures and send it to me.
I'll see you next time you're in the store. What do you want for this thing?
Are you serious?
He wants to trade his brand new...
Fabian!
What he does
Fabian, talk to me.
for a living.
Fabian, talk to me. Fabian!
Fabian's dead.
You good? Not good? 911? Fabian! Fabian, talk to me. Fabian, talk to me. Please don't let me go back empty-handed. Please don't do this. I want to help you.
Come to my store next Friday. I'll give you the money.
This is Friday, Babu. How many times I gotta tell you?
You keep on calling me Babu. It's Singh, motherfucker. You keep on telling me I'm your friend.
Yeah.
You don't even know my fucking name.
I'm gonna catch a beating if I go back again like last week. You see this guy? This guy don't want you to have the money because he wants to come back there and squash your head.
I have one customer sitting here. What I'm going to do?
Business is bad. You opened up a store in an Irish neighborhood. These are dirty, dirty people. Don't you know that? Sell potatoes. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you fellas come from Providence?
Is that your business where we come from, is it? Delivering cannolis or something?
That's murder, man.
Get out of here!
Yep, this is the one.
Yeah, it's right over here. You have yourself.
You are clown!
Will's trying to take it and borrow it.
Get out!
This is the Minton Capehart Federal Bill.
All right, there, fellas. I'm finna leave for real. I'm finna go to the house. They got two in here. We'll see y'all, fellas. When we gonna see them, Jamie? Later.
Saint Nick with a wrench in hand, fixing up his big old ride. Semi-truck, not sleigh this year, needs to make it home by night. Carols playing on the radio.
Pretty good. How you doing?
Snowflakes fall within the light. Santa breathing heavy sighs, knows he's got to make it right. Santa's working on the double, grease and sweat mixed in his beard. Hopes to beat the midnight hour, home with family so revered.
Jacked up in there. It's jammed up in there.
Deer resting in the barn, elves off duty for the day.
Like I said, we're gonna take pictures of everything, and you can fight with that company that did it. Put it in.
Wants to make it home to play. Christmas lights on the dash.
Should have called us.
Guiding him through frosty roads.
Let us put the clutch in.
I couldn't find you, man.
I didn't think about it. I drive by, you know, and see, man,
Working on the double. Grease and sweat
I hate to get bad news, but Angel said it looks bad.
Hopes to beat the midnight hour.
Yeah,
Home with family so
the problem is getting it out now because it's jammed up in there. We're having a problem. Yeah.
Reindeer resting in the barn, elves off duty for the day. Santa's got the tools in hand, wants to make
I leave them
it
alone.
home
You know,
to
when they're
play.
out there, I don't even mess with them.
Christmas lights
like me watching
upon
me.
the dash, guiding
I'll go out there
him
and want to
through
say, hey, how y'all
frosty
doing?
roads.
You know, y'all need anything?
Truck is
Something like that.
roaring
I'll
down
leave
the
them alone.
way as he's counting every load. Carol Santa's working on the double, grease and sweat mixed in his beard.
I don't know if he's gonna get back with that tool for 6 o'clock.
Midnight
Jammed up out there.
home with family so revered. Home with family so revered.
Some kind like a document, you know, like the stuff what was dealing with. You
Yeah,
know,
we'll put on there there wasn't bolts in the
like the pictures, you know,
Yeah.
and holy shit, because this guy, when I talk with him, he completely, you know, like washed the hands, you know.
And that's what I asked Angel about the motor mount. He won't know that until he gets the transmission out so he can see the motor mount.
Yeah,
Fixing up his
even
big
if this is
old
the motor
ride.
mount, you know.
Semi-truck, not sleigh this year, needs to make it home by
because it's
night.
shaky.
Angel said he don't think it's the motor mount. He thinks that they left the bolts.
Yeah, whole track is shaky. So it's supposed to like the fucking everybody's supposed to
Santa
fucking disappear.
breathing heavy sighs,
There was only 2
knows
minutes.
he's got to make it right.
Yeah, what about it?
Carol Santa's working on the double.
We got video of that
Grease and sweat
before we started
mixed
messing with
in
it. We
Yeah.
his
got video of that.
beard. hopes to beat the midnight hour. Home with family so revered. Reindeer resting in the barn. Elves off duty for the day.
Because I'm not gonna let
Santa's got the tools in hand.